Now the contents with some details. Chapter 1 about the introduction to computer networks and data communications, the language of computer networks, the big picture of networks, common example of common networks, the desktop computer and the internet, a laptop computer and a wireless connection, cell phone systems, other common systems. Convergence, network architectures, the TCP/IP protocol, suite in action, summary, key terms, review questions, exercises, thinking outside the box, hands-on projects. Fundamentals, Chapter 2, Fundamentals of Data and Signals. Chapter 2, Fundamentals of Data and Signals. Data and signals, analog versus digital. Fundamentals of signals. Converting data into signals, transmitting analog data with analog signals, transmitting digital data with square wave signals, digital encoding schemes, transmitting digital data with discrete analog signals, transmitting analog data with digital signals, data codecs, EBCDIC, ASCII, and Unicode. EBCDIC code, ASCII code, and Unicode. Data and signal conversions in action, 2 examples, summary, key terms, review questions, exercises, thinking out the box, hands-on projects. Chapter 3, conducted and wireless media. Conducted media, twisted pair wire, coaxial cable, fiber optic cable. Wireless media, media selection criteria. Conducted media in action, 2 examples. Wireless media in action, 3 examples. Summary, key terms, review questions, exercises, thinking out of the box, thinking out of the box, outside the box, hands-on projects. Chapter 4, making connections. Interfacing a computer to peripheral devices. Characteristics of interface standards. And early interface standards, USB Universal Serial Bus. Other interface standards. Data link connections, asynchronous connections, synchronous connection, isochronous connections. Terminal to terminal, terminal to mainframe computer connection, making computer connections in action, summary, key terms, review questions, exercises, thinking out the box, hands-on projects. Chapter 5, making connections efficient, multiplexing and comparison. Frequency division multiplexing, FDM. Time division multiplexing, TDM. Synchronous TDM, statistical TDM. Wavelength division multiplexing, WDM. Code division multiplexing, CDM. Discrete multitone. Comparison of multiplexing techniques. Comparison lossless versus lossy. Lossless comparison versus lossy comparison. Business multiplexing in action. Again, summary, key terms, review questions, exercise, thinking outside the box, and hands-on projects. Chapter 6, errors, error detection, and error control, noise and errors, white noise, impulse noise, crosstalk, echo, jitter, attenuation, error prevention, error detection, party checks, arithmetic checksum, cyclic redundancy checksum, error control, toss the frame packet, return a message, correct the error, error detection in action, and finally, at the end of the chapter, summary, key terms, review questions, exercises, thinking outside the box, and hands-on projects. Chapter 7, Local Area Networks, Part 1, Primary Function of Local Area Networks, Advantages and Disadvantages of Local Area Networks, which is LANs. The first local area network, the bus tree, a more modern LAN, connection-based protocols, switches, isolating traffic patterns and providing multiple access, full duplex switches, virtual LANs, link aggregation, spanning tree algorithm, quality of service, wired Ethernet, wired Ethernet frame format, LANs in action, a small office solution. And at the end of the chapter, summary, key terms, review questions, exercising, thinking outside the box, and hands-on projects. Chapter 8, Local Area Networks, Part 2, Wireless Ethernet, Wireless LAN Standards, Wireless CSMA/CA, CSMA/CA frame format, Network Operating Systems, Network Operating Systems past and present, Novel Network, Microsoft Windows NT and Windows Server, Unix, Linux, Mac OS, X Server. Servers, client server network versus peer-to-peer network. Network support software, utilities, internet software, software licensing agreements, LAN support devices, LAN software in action. A small company makes a choice. Primary uses of current system, network maintenance and support, cost of the NOS, any unique hardware choices affecting NOS decision, single location or multiple locations, political pressures affecting decisions, final decision. Wireless networking in action, creating a wireless LAN for home. Summary, key terms, review questions, exercises, thinking outside the box, hands-on project. Introduction to Metropolitan Area Networks, MAN, and Wide Area Networks, WAN. Metropolitan Area Network Basics, SONET versus Ethernet. Wide Area Network Basics, types of network clouds, connection-oriented versus connection-less network applications. Routing, Dijkstra's least cost algorithm, flooding, centralized versus distributed routing, adaptive versus fixed routing, routing examples. Network congestion, the problem associated with network congestion, possible solutions to congestion. Wide area networks in action, the smartphone. And at the end, Summary, key terms, review questions, exercises, thinking outside the box, and finally, hands-on projects. Chapter 10, the Internet or the Internet. Internet protocols. The Internet Protocol. The Internet Protocol version 6, IP6, IPv6. The Transmission Control Protocol. The Internet Control Message Protocol. The Datagram Protocol. The Address Resolution Protocol. The Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. The Network Address Translation. Tunneling protocols and virtual private networks. The World Wide Web, WWW, locating a document on the Internet. Internet services, email, FTP file transfer protocol, remote login telnet, voice over IP, list serves, streaming audio and video, instant messages, tweets, and blogs. The Internet and business, cookies and state information, intranets and extranets, the future of the Internet. The Internet in action, a company creates a VPN. And at the end of the chapter, summary, key terms, review questions, exercises, thinking outside the box, and finally, hands-on projects. Chapter 11, Voice and Data Delivery Networks. The basic telephone system, telephone lines and trunks, the telephone network before and after 1984, telephone networks after 1996, limitations of telephone signals, dial-up internet service, digital subscriber line, DSL, DSL basics, DSL formats, cable modems, T1 leased line service, frame relay, committed information rare or service level agreements, asynchronous transfer mode, ATM, ATM classes of service, advantages and disadvantages of ATM, MPLS and VPN, summary of data delivery services, convergence, computer telephony integration, unified communication, telecommunication systems in action, a company makes a service choice. Choices, making the choice. And then at the end of the chapter, as usual, summary, key terms, review questions, exercises, thinking outside the box, and finally, hands-on projects. Chapter 12 about network security. Common system attacks, physical protection, controlling access, passwords and ID systems, access rights, auditing, securing data, basic encryption and decryption techniques, securing communications, spread spectrum technology, guarding against viruses, firewalls, wireless security, security policy design issues, network security in action, making wireless LAN secure. And at the end, we have summary, key terms, review questions, exercises, thinking outside the box, and hands-on projects. Chapter 13 is about network design and management, systems development lifecycle, network modeling, wide area connectivity map, metropolitan area connectivity map, local area connectivity map, feasibility studies, capacity planning, creating a baseline, network administrator skills, generating usable statistics, network diagnostic tools, tools that test and debug network hardware, network sniffers, managing operations, simple data management protocol, capacity planning and network design in action, Better Box Corporation. And at the end of the chapter, summary, key terms, review questions, exercises, thinking outside the box, and hands-on projects.